Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if anybody can hear me. I had to cancel or go out of the live stream earlier. So I am back from my laptop. I think when I go from my phone, it takes a second to reload. So I just wanted to come back on. I am sorry about earlier. I had a not small, had something to take care of, but we're back now. Let me see how neat we can get this. Um, I'm going to be working on the fist raise pattern again. Hopefully, some of our friends will be able to join us. I'll give us a second to get on. In the meantime, I have been sorting my crumb blocks or crumb pieces just a little bit. So I'll do that while we wait for a few folks to get in here. Somebody already has a thumbs up. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. If you were on earlier, thank you for coming back. I apologize for having to leave earlier, but it's okay. We're going to make it. So let me know who's on with me, where we're messaging from. We were in the middle of, we're about to have a really good time earlier. So I was excited. But we're still in. Hey, Asante, so glad you made it back, girl. Can you hear me? Am I coming through? I can't hear me because I'm on my laptop. Let me know if you can hear. This is I don't normally stream from this way, but welcome in those of you who are in. This is me. Good, I'm glad. This is me sorting some crumbs. I have the bag of them somewhere. um Hi, aloha. I want to go. Put me on the list to go to the land of aloha. Yes, please, I will take it. I'm plugging my laptop in. That's why everything is bouncing around. So we are going to go ahead and hit this fist raise block. I'm excited about it. So let me show you. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you. We'll have to move this, move the camera down. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. I have all of the pieces here and they're cut. My original block is right here. So I'm going to be working on my second block. So let me see if I can put you down so that you can see it. There it is. So I have the pieces over here. And the way that you're looking at them, they are going to be upside down. And again, just trying to regroup right here. And I'll scoot them over. Okay. And this is going to be, I don't know, it feels weird, but it'll be okay. So I have actually what I should do is turn them so you can see them. That actually makes more sense. So we'll do that. If you're just joining, please give me a shout out. I'd love to know kind of where you are, what you're up to, what you're excited about this week. This is the second page of Jennifer's pattern. And so it has all the pieces in order. So, but it's paper side up. This way is paper side up. So I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to lay my pieces in this order so that it'll be right side up for you guys. So let's see. It starts with L down here at the bottom, but now that's at the top for you guys. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. Okay, so we'll put it that's the bottom for me. It's the top for you. Okay, I think it'll be right. All right, so let's see. Welcome in if you're just joining me. And then K is going to be, I have all the pieces cut out. And I had to make sure that I had everything stitched. As I was cutting them, I found one piece that I had not sewn all the pieces on. So that was interesting. So here's K. And then next is going to be, J is going to be up here at the top. and hopefully we'll be able to get this done. I'm going to try to give myself about an hour to get everything stitched. We'll see. And you get to join me on this thing. I think that the pattern, I think it's going to come together better than the last time. And I talked about this in the first stream, but I'll go over it again. The way that she has this pattern written, there are some little tiny pieces that I think I needed to be mindful of when I was cutting. And I was not at first, the first time I wouldn't say that I rushed through it, but I wouldn't say that I took my time on it either. So I'm trying to move this up a little bit. So what if I do that? There we go. Okay, so, and I'm just pushing these pieces down so that y'all can kind of see. And hello, Linda. Welcome in. So glad that you're able to tune in live with us, with me today. I started streaming earlier, but I had to leave the stream, but we're back now. So, and this is not perfect, y'all. It looks rough, but you can kind of see it right here. So this is what it looks like. And then this is what it looks like. You can kind of see the fist taking shape right here. Okay. And then under the picture, she has the sewing order. So I'm going to follow this sewing order, but I am going to chain piece as much as I can so that it can go a little bit quicker. This process, I think, is going to be kind of fun, but we'll see. Before we do that, I want to show you these little the pieces that she had me cut. So like if you look right here, instead of it coming to a solid point like it is right in the stitch line, it's actually above it just a little bit. Yeah, so it's not too bad. All right. And so my first seam is going to be B to C. I'm going to put these right sides together and then just line it up as best I can. It's not going to be like perfect. And I'm not sure, I should have asked her if I should start with the start with like right at the stitch line, or if I should go back. Hey mama, my mama is on, so y'all shout out my mama. I'm so glad that she's with us live right now. So I don't know if I should start sewing here at the stitch line or if I should start all the way at the end, but I'm going to just start at the end and see what happens. I'm going to give it a 1/4 inch and then see how it goes. Let me see. And I know that there's probably a way to do this so that it's super duper uber neat. Linda, it is hot here too. We got rain. We've been getting rain, but it's hot in Georgia. Okay, so let me see. I don't know. You probably can't see me sewing, but we're gonna do it. Is the block is it beginner friendly? Well, I don't know. I think it can be because it's paper piecing, and so you really just stitch on the line. But this one has some little tiny pieces, and so that might be a challenge. I'm going to show that to you after I get done with this piece. So let's see. And I don't have my microphone. I probably should not be talking and sewing at the same time. All right, let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to do some chain piecing, so I'm going to leave this one on there as I stitch. And then I'm going to go to the next piece. So let me show you that on here. So the next, I did B to C. Next, I have to sew A to B and C, but I'm going to skip that and go to E and F. So what I was saying about it being beginner friendly. Now, one cool thing is that you stitch right on the lines here, and then on the back, you actually see where you stitch. But these are like some tiny pieces. So you have to kind of but it's mostly about technique for paper piecing. So if you can get the technique down, you can stitch anything. But I don't know. Wait, Linda, let me see what you said. Was the price reasonable for the one you purchased? Which one? Wait, Linda, I'm confused. Which one did I purchase? What are we talking about? Are this pattern? Are you asking about the pattern? Let me know. Because this pattern is very reasonable. I'm gonna tell you how much it was in just a second. All right, so E to F. Wait, let me do this, make sure, because it has to be right sides together, and I want to make sure I'm doing the correct seam. So it's this seam here, and I'm going to slide it down. I really don't know. I'm going to make these seams match because there's like a little, I think there's a little 1/4 inch that you have to kind of be aware of, but I don't know. So next we're going to sew these two together. So let's see. This pattern is actually free, Linda. It's on Jennifer Offenstein's website. Her website is sewhooked.com, SEW hooked, HOOKED.com. And she has a ton of paper piecing patterns. And she has a YouTube channel where she shows you how to do it. And she does a lot of interesting things on her channel. So one of the recent things that she showed on her channel was how did she like, how did I put it? She made a pocket in some jeans bigger so that you could fit your cell phone in there. So she does a lot of different things on her channel. On her website, there are so many different paper piecing patterns. So I'm doing the one with the fist, but she also has one with the I love you. There were several. So, and they're all free. So you can go and check them out. But the main thing about paper piecing is the technique. And since the technique is almost as simple as sewing on a line, then it can be beginner friendly, but there are some really tricky parts to it, like understanding that I'm sewing on the back, but the fabric is wrong side down on the back of the paper. So like that's just something to think about. I'm going to finger press this seam open. Here, I think that before I went ahead and pressed it with the iron, but it distorted a little bit. So, so that you can know. I will put it in the description box, Linda, but I didn't put it in there for this video. But it is on my page somewhere. It's on my community tab. It is on any other video that has anything to do with this pattern. All right, so I'm going to put B and C down back like they were. And next, I need to add A to B and C. So here's A. Now, one cool thing about A is it's just one fabric here. So I'm going to I'll just take the pin out because I don't need the paper for this one. And then I'm going to put it right sides together and stitch it. So, and I think with this one, it's these crazy little, not crazy, but it's these little 1/4 inches. So like right here, you can see there's a little bit of fabric peeking out. And she, like the way that this, the B piece, I think that's the B piece. No, that's the C piece. The way it's cut so that 1/4 inch hangs off the edge. And I think that's going to give me a nice seam, hopefully. I mean, it still remains to be seen because I still have to actually stitch it, but let's check it out and see how it works. And so this one, when I made it before, it came together pretty quickly, but I'm hoping that my piecing will be a little bit better in this one. So earlier I was telling everybody what I had done today, what I was excited about. So let me know in the comments what you're working on, what you're excited about. I am working on putting putting a piano key border on the rainbow string quilt. So if you haven't seen that video, please check it out. I used a paper foundation to make a rainbow string quilt, and I'm putting a piano key border on it. That video is going to be up tomorrow, so you can check that out. It's going to show up on the channel. And then I put my nephew's quilt up on the long arm. I'm so excited about that. I'm just putting the pieces down back where they were. I'm really excited about that. And there is a poll on my channel, y'all. I need some help. I need some help. Ooh, the rhombus cube. I've made a couple of those. How many? I've made 2 of those. One of them, I did a tumbling blocks, just a pillow to practice. And then I did my second oldest son, when he graduated from high school, I made him a graduation quilt using a similar pattern, but it's like a picture of a volcano and all that stuff. But it's really neat. Linda, do you have the, are you using a template, or are you just stitching it? Oh, excuse me. All right, so I did E and F. Okay, next I'm going to do G and H so that I can keep chain piecing. So here's G, here's H. Now G is a little short piece, and H has 2, or it has like 2 angles right here. Can you see that? And so, I got to fix it back. So here's, it's back, it's upside down. All right, so I have to stitch it like this. And again, that little 1/4 inch is going to hang over. I think that's right. Let me look at it. Okay, so I think it goes like this. I think. So there's our 1/4 inch hanging over the edge. This one is a little bit smaller down here. You can see there's a little bit of overhang. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to just hope and trust that it's going to work. And I'm actually starting on that fabric side with our 1/4 inch. I'm hoping that this works. So let's see. All right. I'm hoping that it gives us a nice straight line like what we need. And again, stitching right on the line. So it should be okay. Oh, Linda, I have the templates also from Missouri Star. Did you get the set of all 3, or are you just using the small one, medium, or large? I have another idea for those templates. I'm going to take the largest ones and make a heart quilt out of them. Oh, look at that. So there's A and B and C. And for this one, I'm going to press the seam open, but no, I'm not. This seam wants to go to the side that the paper is not on, so I'm going to let it go. And every time I'm putting it back upside down, that matters. So just be mindful of that. All right, so let's see. It says I did EF and I did GH. And now it says I have to do EF to GH, but since I still have G and H on the machine, I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go down to I and J. So that's these 2. And we're going to put them right sides together. Okay. And this one, it has 2 1/4 inches. So let me show you. I think it does anyway. So there's one down here, little bitty part sticking out. It's dark. Wait, hold on. Yeah. And then down here, there's another one, okay? But I'm stitching right along I and J on that 1/4 inch. So let's hope that it goes nicely. And I love that I can stitch this right on the line. So I have a 1/4 inch, but I'm not like super stressed. Okay, cool, Linda. I hope that your quilt turns out great. I know it will. I do love that Missouri Star template. It's pretty fun. And it's surprisingly, it's easy to sew with that template because it's just sewing straight lines. So I really enjoy that. Okay, so let's see. Here's our G and H. And I'm going to finger press that seam open. Now I'm a little bit nervous about it because I have to sew E and F to G and H, but let's see. Let's see how we can make that work. Okay, I'm nervous because of this little section right here. I'm afraid that I didn't sew it right, but we'll see. So E and F is going to go to G and H. So here is our seam line. I'm nervous that there's going to be a hole in it. Yes, Linda, I've never made a the tumbling blocks quilt or the rhombus quilt with the Y seam, but the thought of it really concerns me. And I love just sewing in those straight lines on this one. Okay, so I'm a little nervous about this because I'm afraid there's going to be a hole. But so here there seem to be two little pieces sticking out on this end and then one sticking out on this end. So let's stitch it and see how it works. So, okay. Oh, let me show you this. So in theory, this is the E piece and this is the F piece. So in theory, it all goes down in one line. Mine didn't line up perfectly. So we'll see what happens. So everybody who's on, thank you so much for joining. I was a little bit bummed because I had to cancel the other one, but it's okay. Because I did want to sew this live on camera. I could have just made the video and then posted it, but I do want to sew this one live. I want to see what it comes out to be. And hopefully, my hope is just that it's better than the last one. So let me know, guys, what you're proud of, what you're working on. There is a poll. Oh, I don't even know if I mentioned this. There's a poll on my channel for the quilting design for my my nephew's quilt. Oh, and since I have my phone, I can show you my nephew's quilt. So hold on. If you haven't seen it, it's the Star Quilt, and it is a lot of fun. And this was originally a quilt along that I did on my channel. Y'all can't see that. That's a bummer because of the glare. I don't know. Let me see if I go back. Okay. I don't know. Sorry, you can't see it. Well, no. Okay. I don't know. But it's there are several videos about, oh, there. Okay. It's a little bit better that way. It's a star quilt. It is on the long arm right now, but I need help picking a quilt pattern for it. And there are 3 of them that I'm looking at. So please check it out. It's in the community tab. It's either going to be the alternating Baptist fan, and then or the African Samba pattern, or the last choice is one that I just pulled out of my box. It's called Spaced Out. And I've quilted with all of these patterns before. So it's just a matter of deciding which one. And I really honestly have no idea. And I asked 2 of my sons, and they both said something different. I was hoping that they would both say the same thing and it would be easier, but they did not. So I don't know. So if you'll go to the community tab, check it out. Let me know which one you think is going to be the best. And hopefully I will get started on that pretty soon. That child's birthday, I keep calling him a child, but he's going to be 28. That is so wild. So a little bit older than a child. Okay, so let's see. I did EF to GH, and then I have to do D to EFGH, then I to J. So right now there's nothing else that I can chain piece. So I'm going to go grab a, oh, that sounds amazing, Linda. I'm going to grab my Leader Ender project right quick. Hold on. So that I can stitch on it. And then I'll go back to this. And I'm excited about it, y'all. It's looking, to me, it's looking better, but we haven't seen it. Linda, that quilt sounds awesome. So let me read. She says it starts, the first row is black, then gray, then brown, then yellow, then orange, then blue. Oh my gosh. That sounds awesome. And And I'm interested to see what that looks like. Are there individual tumbling blocks, or are you just doing like a color wash? Because I love putting that together because it's just one at a time. So, all right. So I just took a little break here, y'all, so I could pull this off. So this is E and F to G and H. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. Let's put it back down here. All right, so that's my Jacob's ladder block. That's my leader ender. So here we go. So I'm going to put it back like it was. E, F, G, and H. And I'm gonna open this seam up. And I think it's gonna be better because I'm not pressing it yet. I think when I pressed it before, it distorted the fabric a little bit. And when I pressed my seams earlier, or when I pressed the blocks earlier, like the pieces, the paper curled up. And so I did that early this morning. And so I had to take the paper and I stacked books on top of them so that they would flatten out a little bit before I came on. So that's what they were doing. So next it says, so I've done BC, A to BC, EF to GH, and then I've done IJ. I did EF to GH. Now I have to do D to EFGH. So I'm going to put these right sides together, light, then dark, every other one. That sounds so cool, Linda. I would love to see it. When you're done, if you want to send a picture of it to me at purplequiltco@gmail.com, that would be awesome. I would love to get a look at it. All right, on this one, we have some 1/4 inches on both sides. I hope it's going to work out well. We're going to see, because, wait, let me make sure. Hold up. Before I do that, let me make sure that I have this block turned the correct way. Let's do that. So here's E, F, G, H. D goes this way. Okay, I think it's right. All right, cool. I'm gonna make sure I have it right before I come over here and make a big mess. Okay, so I'm just trying to line it up the best way that I can. And I can't believe the way that this pattern comes together. So I think it's because of the paper piecing. Like, it's so cool. Even the other one, that's my other pattern that's not perfect, I was still so happy with how it came together. I was so surprised. And hopefully you guys will be surprised too. So let's see. Just keep stitching. Okay. And I'm going all the way to the end. I'm not sure if that's the best way, but that's what I'm doing. All right, now I'm going to take this off. And now it says I have to sew D, E, F, G, H to I and J. So that means that I got to go back and get another piece of my leader ender. And guys, if you're not doing a leader ender project, you should do one. They're pretty fun. And you get like a bonus. You get like a bonus quilt or a bonus block every once in a while. So VER Williams, I hope that you do try this block. I think I'm going to do 12 of them and make like a wall hanging or something. And the goal is to do 12. I don't know how many I'm going to do. And I like that you can kind of change the colorway on all of them. This colorway that I'm using is different from the first colorway. And so I'm excited to see how it comes together. So let's see. And once you get the paper piecing down, like the process of it, then it's not so bad. So, okay, wait, I don't want to show that yet. All right, so here's D to F, G, H, E, F, G, and H. Okay. So now I will put it with I and J. And so this one doesn't match up as well as I thought it might. This D piece is a little small. I'm not going to stress about it, but it is a little small. It feels small. So I'm going to sew this piece to this piece, right sides together. And there are some, I want to check and see. And like now it kind of matches up. And so if you'll look here, these two pieces, like see how it's kind of cut at the angle? And these two have the same angle. So hopefully they will match up here. So let's see. And then I'm going to kind of watch the seams and see how it does. Because there are a couple of seams that I have finger press open. So I want to make sure that they stay open. And again, still stitching on the line. So it's not stressful worrying about a 1/4 inch because I'm just going to stitch on this line. Okay. All right. Oh. And I did my stitch length, I lowered it, or I shortened it just a little bit because this is paper. Eventually the paper's going to have to come off. And so that I can, so I shortened the stitch length so it wouldn't be so bad. So yeah, I love the idea of making these in all different colorways. And so even if you wanted to have the hands a different shade, like different shades of brown or of tan or whatever, I'm going to do mine in a lot of different colors. My first one, I tried to make it skin toned, but I'll get it after I finish this seam. But I really picked one of the fabrics because it was one that my grandmother had used. So I'm hoping that that they all will be some interesting colorways. And really for this one, you need 3. Well, what I'm going to do is 3 shades of one color and then a background. So I'll show you that once we turn the block over. All right, I'm going to take that. Let me see what's next. So I did, let's see. Are you using 2.5 stitch length? I'm not sure. I just lowered it to, I just made it a little bit smaller because my machine doesn't have the numbers. It just has like a visual gauge. So I just made it a little bit smaller than what I normally stitch with. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm using exactly. All right. So let's see. That was D, E, F, G, H to I, J. Now it says I have to sew A, B, C to this one that's on the machine to K. So I'm about to get a lot of stuff done because I'm about to grab all of this other block is going to get done too. So let's see. All right, now I'm going to do my leader ender right quick, and then we get to do 3 stitches. And I really should have brought the whole block over here because I really think it's about to get stitched. Now, one thing that we mentioned or that I didn't mention today about paper piecing is that the piece is mirror image from the final, from whatever the final is going to be. I'm working right now on the back, so it's going to be mirror image from the front. So you'll see it when we're done, but everything is going to switch. So just be prepared for that. And you got to remember that you're sewing on the back of the fabric. So you're sewing on the right side of the paper, but your fabric is on the wrong side of the paper. And it is wrong side down. That's a lot, but yeah. So the back of the fabric is on the back of the paper. There we go. That's a good way to say it. Okay, so it's back to back. All right, so now I'm pressing the seams open as much as I can, finger pressing. All right, so now we're going to do this section to this section. I'm getting excited. And then we're going to do both of those to this section. And I am going to do my leader ender project in between them. I'm trying not to let y'all see it, but I don't know what y'all just saw. Okay, so, and this piece, it seems to be a little small compared to the other side. Wait, no, well, okay, I'm going to take it up just a tinge right there. So the bottom point is at the bottom. And then we got this. Okay. So it's not like right there. It's not all the way at the end. Not going to stress out about it. We're just going to go with it. And for this A piece, there is not a piece of paper because I already removed the paper because it was just the one solid fabric. So for that piece, we're just going to do the best with the 1/4 inch. Ooh. Okay. But it is a lot of paper and fabric in here. So I know that I'm going to have to change out my needle pretty soon. Okay. But it's going to be fun until I have to change it. Okay. So now just stitching down the side. Yes, Linda, Purple Quilt Co. All one word at gmail.com. Okay, let's see. So we're going to go down. I'm stitching on this line, just trying to be careful and hold everything together. Could I have pinned it? Maybe, but I wouldn't want to put the pin through all of that paper either. So okay. We're just going to see what happens. I'm a little nervous and a little bit excited, so let's just see here. All right, now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to the design wall and grab the other pieces of my my quilt or my block because I'm going to be able to do the whole thing. It's going to get finished today. All right, so I'm going to use this. Yep, it is going to get finished. And so these leader enders, I use them to in between all of my seams, like when I'm doing chain piecing at the very end of a set of chain piecing, I will do the leader enders. Or like if I change out my bobbin or have to change the needle, I'll do one of these before I start on my fabric just to check the tension, make sure everything's good. So, yep. And one more time, if you have not taken the poll in my community tab about my nephew's quilt, which pattern you think is going to look the best, please do that. I really need some help. I have the quilt already on the long arm and it's even basted and clamped. So I'm just trying to decide which pattern to go with. And I think I'll go with whatever the consensus is because I don't know. Like I literally have no idea. Usually I have some idea, but for this one, I just really don't know. So we'll see what the consensus is and we'll go with that. I got my my backing fabric from Missouri Star. And I'm really excited about that too. So we'll see what happens with that. So if you are in the live and you haven't said hello, please feel free to say hello. I would love to hear from you. Love to know how you're doing, what you're excited about this week, what you're working on. Okay. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. We only have 2 more pieces, y'all. Only have 2 more. And then we're going to have an entire fist. So get excited. Let's see here. I'm just pressing the seam open here. Ultimately, it's not going to matter. And I have to come back in and get this paper out anyway. So, whatever. But okay, so now I'm going to do K with this. It looks so much better than last time, y'all, I think. So here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want y'all to see that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see. I'm just trying to line it up the best way I can. Okay. And I have a 1/4 inch at the top. I don't know if I'll have a 1/4 inch at the bottom yet. We'll see. Okay. right. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. I'd love to know where you're from, what you're up to today. Today is actually, this is the last live for Vlogmas in July, because today is the last day of my summer vacation. I got to go back to work tomorrow. So next week, next Wednesday will be the last day of Vlogmas. It's also my sister's birthday. That's pretty cool. And so I think that I'm going to do like a show and tell of all the projects that we started and or finished for Vlogmas. I think that's what we're going to do for next week. But that will not be live, unfortunately. That will be a regular video. But I sure hope that you will tune into that. So let's see. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. So I don't know how we're doing on time. Oh, we've been on about an hour. That's pretty good. That's what I thought we would be able to do. And I will get this finished, and I will get my Jacob's Ladder block. Oh, thank you, Linda. I can't wait. Is it okay if I share it on Friday's video? So, Linda, my school starts, the kids go back on August 1st. So it's teacher work days tomorrow. And we got 5 teacher work days. So, yep, back to the grind tomorrow. But I've had a lot of fun in Vlogmas and in this summer sewing. I've had a lot of fun. Had a good summer. Could I use a couple more days? Yes, but I will take what I can get. And in my school district, I'm so grateful. We have at least 1 day off every month except for August and March. Every other month, we have at least 1 day off. And in some months, we have 2 or 3 days off. So that's what our early start gets us. We get more breaks throughout the year. So everyone's a winner, I guess. All right. So let's see. I'm finishing up my Jacob's Ladder block. And then I have to put my... and then I have to finish this last bit, and then we will get to see a fist raise block. So I can't wait. And it'll be my first look. I'll be looking at it with you guys. So hold on. Woo! VER Williams 1, congratulations on your retirement. I hope that you are enjoying it. That is awesome. Congrats, congrats, congrats. And I look forward to that day. But I'm not going to rush it. Amen. Okay. All right. So okay. All right. Thank you, Linda. We'll definitely do that. Okay. So now, oh, this one didn't match up as well as I would like. And I think it was the same thing on the last one. This little section didn't really match up, but I got to figure that out. I will. All right. So we have one more to do, and that is L. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and then L is the very last one. So we'll put it right sides together. And I just sort of got a sneak peek at the block. You kind of did too, but whatever. It's got it cute. I'm excited. So let's see here. All right, so I'm just going to match up these sides, and then we're going to stitch it down. And I think because it didn't match up on the bottom, I'm just going to go with the 1/4 inch on it. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to go with the 1/4 inch instead of trying to stitch it right on the line. So here we go. keep digging. I'm nervous, guys. I'm excited. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. I'm really concentrating, y'all. That's why I'm so quiet. So, here we go. Oh, Linda. That's so sweet. Thank you. All right. So, okay. So here is the Jacob's Ladder block. And what I need to do, since I finished a block, I need to press it and then get some more colors for another block. Oh, I might already have the colors for another block because I hate to just pull this off like this, but we'll look at this block in just a second. I'm going to start another block right quick. I have a tub that is all of my Jacob's Ladder stuff. So this is my Jacob's Ladder tub, and it has all of my block materials in it. But for some reason, I don't think I have any 2.5-inch squares. I do not. So what I'm going to do, oh, yes, I do. Here's a few. So this will be my next block, I think, that I'm going to work on. But I have to cut some more. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have to cut some more 2.5-inch squares for this one. But I can start on the 4 patch right now, or start on a 4 patch. So I'll do that. And then I am stalling because I'm excited about this this fist. So I'm stalling, y'all. I'll be honest, I'm stalling just a little bit. I'm a little nervous about the fist block, but we're gonna see. And then I'll show you. I'll compare them with the first block and show you what I like or what I don't like, or something to think about if you choose to do this. So here we go. All right, so let's see. First, let's look at the Jacob's Ladder block. Again, I'm stalling a little bit. I am going to cut this off and do some finger pressing. Okay, so this is the Jacob's Ladder block here, and I do need to press it, so I will press it and put it with my other blocks. I think this is block 9, and in total, I'm going to make 30 of these blocks. It should make a quilt that's about 60 by 80, 60 by 72. If I do 30 of these blocks, they should finish about 12 and a half, or they should be about 12.5 inches. So there'll be 12-inch finish in the quilt. And I have a lot of different colorways. Okay, so here we go. I pull this off. I'm going to finger press this seam. And then we will get a look at the block. And I want to show you the thing about the mirror image. I'm going to show you that too, because like for me, it was important, especially when I laid out the pieces and I was like, it's backwards, but it's supposed to be backwards. Okay, so let's see. Check it out. I'm just pressing this last seam open. Let me show you that right quick. Okay, so just pressing the last seam open. Okay, now are you ready? Okay, so this is what it looks like here. Okay, wait, you can't see. There it is. So that's what it looks like here. But when I turn this around, take a look. Let me see how well we can see it. I'm trying to see how. Okay, there we go. All right, now it is not perfect, but it is actually, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Okay. And it is better than last time. I do need to give it a press. I will give it a press. Okay. But I thought this K part, wait, no, that's not the K part. This part, I thought it was going to be a little bit wonky, but it's not. It's okay. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to see what kind of light, y'all. It's rough. Nope, that's even worse. Okay, so let's see. Now, if I go, oh, okay, if I go a little closer, that's better. Now, here is what I like about this block. I was concerned the first time. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know what just happened. Um, I was concerned with my first block. Let me show it to you right here. So this is the first one. And I was concerned because there's a lot of contrast. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a lot of contrast right in here. Like it's really light and these are really dark. So this time I wanted to do less contrast so you can still see the fist, but it's not like it's just less contrast. It looks really cool. Okay. And then another one, a mistake I made on the first one is I matched the dark with the dark, and it should have been the background goes here. And it could go in either way, like it doesn't matter. I don't think. Okay, I don't know what I did to make it. Yeah. Okay. I think it could go either way. And even this doesn't look bad. It's okay. But I think that this is the way it's designed to look based on the pictures. Let me see where it is. Okay, so this is the first page of the pattern, and the background is the same as the thumbnail color. Okay, so lots of fun, but it's so cute. So what I need to do now is give it a nice press. And oh wait, hold on, one more thing. In this one, the thumb, you see how it's kind of down a little bit, but then on this one, it's more even. So I think that not pressing, not putting the iron on it, I think that really helped. And then taking the time to cut those very specific little pieces off, that really helped as well. So this is number 2. This is number 1. She says that they are 10.5 inches. This one is going to be close to 10 inches, but then somebody suggested, hey, just put another strip at the top so to make it work. So I'm going to do that. And then for this one, I haven't measured it. Let's measure it and see how big it is. So Jennifer says that they should be like 10.5, and then they'll finish at 10. This one is closer to 10.5, but it's still not quite 10.5. Well, yeah, this one is probably 10.5. I can square it maybe to 10.5. But it's so neat. So neat. So let me see if I can can I pin a comment on here? Let me see. So the website for this is called sewhooked.com. I'm going to put it here, sewhooked.com, and it's Jennifer Offenstein. And her YouTube channel is Sewhooked, or it's at Sewhooked Jen or something like that. But the name of the pattern is called Fist Raised. And wow, look at that one. And I really like that it's less contrast right here, but you can still see those colors. It looks so cool. I'm so excited. Okay, so does anybody else? Oh, hey, Suze. Hey, girl. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Suze, I watched your, I don't know what it's called. Something about a starburst. Something about a, I don't know. Put it in the chat, Suze, because because they need to go see that. It's some kind of scrappy, not scrappy, it's a fat quarter, starburst, something. And I watched it and I was looking at the block and I was like blown away with that block, and the way you put the flip triangles at the end is so cool. So if you'll put that in the chat, y'all need to go check out Suze at Revelation Quilts. She does some amazing things. Okay, so there's my block. If you have questions, let me know. If anybody has any questions that I have not answered, thank you, Jennifer Offenstein, for this cool block. And I now have 2 but I did print enough paper pieces to do 12. So I mean, so I've 11 more, not counting this one. So I could have 13 blocks, but I may just do 12 because I think I'm gonna I'm gonna do it. But it was so fun. And this was, if you haven't been with me this month for Vlogmas, this is we did this live every day or every Wednesday. Again, I won't be live next week. Next week we're doing a trunk show and tell for everything that we've done or that I started or finished during Vlogmas this year. Thank you, Gail. I love the first one too, but I just thought that this is too much contrast. Like it's really light and really dark. So I wanted to do something with a little bit less contrast. And so that's what this one is. This fabric, what I call the medium brown, that's some polyester that my grandma used in a quilt top. And so when I saw it, I was like, it would be perfect to use that. So it gets used again and again and again. And it also shows up in my mom's her bag pieces that are not done yet. So let me show you. And so this is one thing that I really love about quilting. Thank you, Claudette. Welcome in. Glad you're here. So this is that same fabric. Wait, hold on. This is that same fabric from my grandma's quilt. And so let's see which ones are from grandma's quilt. These 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this blue right here is from grandma's. And then all the other pieces are when I finished grandma's quilt, I used these pieces. And then here's the other one. So this one also has 4. Here's the blue again, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all of those are from grandma. And this is going to be a tote bag for my mama eventually, hopefully soon, because I need to get to work on it. But yeah, so these are my 2 blocks. Are there any questions about the paper piecing? Any quilting questions that I didn't answer? Fireball. I think it's the Fireball. I called it Starburst. That's not right, is it? So with the where you demoed the red block, like the red and white block, but then you showed it with all the red, oranges, fat quarter Fireball. That's it. So guys, if you get a chance to go to Sue's YouTube, Revelation Quilts, check out her fat quarter Fireball quilt. It's really cool. I want to do it. But all of her stuff is amazing. FYI, it's really cool, like everything that she does. So any other questions? Any questions about this? If not, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me for Vlogmas and for the live videos. They have been so much fun. I don't know if I should consider looking into doing regular live videos. I don't know if the way my time is set up. Oh, and this is fun, FYI. Those of you who followed me back in the day, I just want you to know that Cameron, who used to help film my videos, he is now about to be a senior. On August 1st, he starts his senior year of high school. So, and he does have one video on YouTube where he showed how to do raw edge applique. So back then, I don't even know how old he was back then. He was a little tyke, but now he's about to be a senior. I can't believe it. It's amazing. Okay, so anyway, any questions? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I don't see any questions in the chat. So I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great day. I hope that you are super creative. If you haven't taken the poll to help me decide which quilt pattern for my nephew's quilts, give me some ideas. I have three choices. The last week we looked at the Baptist fan and the African samba, but I pulled out another one, the spaced out pattern. So they're on the they're in my community tab. Please take the poll. I really could use your help, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to hearing from you next time. Have a great day. Be good. And thanks again. See you later.